Check, check, check. Radio check, mic check. 1, 2, 3. All right, guys. Sorry about this. Stand by a second. I'm just trying to do some troubleshooting here. Just stand by. I'm here. Check, check, check. Okay, guys. Sorry about this. I think I've got it running on both both vertical and horizontal platform here. Let me just take a second here to get the chat all set up. Actually, I don't see it. I only see the one chat. So, guys, let me know what format you guys are watching this stream in. So I've got the vertical on in here. All right, we'll keep that on. And let me get the horizontal here. I don't know what's going on with my OBS. That's why I'm doing the stream again a little early. Okay. All right, guys. I think I've got it all figured out. I don't understand why I'm having problems with the OBS here. But anyway, it seems that I've got it working. I'm being So we're going to just go ahead and try to do a flight. All right, guys, welcome on board today. I do apologize for this. I was first going to do it as an unlisted stream just to make sure that everything was working. But then I said, you know what, why not? I've got a little bit of time. So guys, I'm still on my holidays. I've decided to take another week off. And so, you know, we're going to be doing an earlier morning stream. It does fit my schedule a little bit better for this week. And that's why for the early morning stream, we're going to continue with our Air India ops. We've been quite successful, or at least I've been quite successful with those videos. And it looks like we've touched another region of the world here and got some channel viewers and subscribers from India. I've never actually flown in here other than the flights that I conducted last week. I'm really interested in the area. There's a lot of flying that's done within India and abroad, of course. And so I figured we're going to be doing that today. It is going to be a real world flight operation, guys. As you can see on the screen here, operated by Air India Express. Let me get some details in for you with the flight before I go and turn on the camera. So real world flight. Flight time today, 2 hours and 7 minutes. Gate to gate, 2 hours and 35 minutes. We're going to be cruising at an altitude of flight level 360 or 36,000 feet. And we're going northbound, north up India, I guess you can say, up and across 866 nautical miles. That's the plan for today. I am on VATSIM. If you guys want to track, you'll be able to do that as well. Yeah, so we're sitting here in Goa and we're going up to New Delhi as it's written down on the description. Let me go ahead and get the face cam on here. Here I am, guys, back in the flesh. And I'm going to go ahead and acknowledge some of the people in the chat here, and then we're going to jump aboard the FENIX aircraft, guys. We're back in the FENIX. I was tempted to go back into the Boeing or the iFly 737 MAX, but I thought, you know, because I spent so much time in the FS Labs the last week, I wanted to step back into the FENIX now and have a look at that. Not only that, but I mean, FENIX, it is a great piece of software. I want to compare the two now, and of course there's more variants on the FENIX. So they've got everything out now. They've got the 19, 20, 21, and fingers crossed that they're going to be releasing a stunning A3, either 20, 21 Neo, whatever, right? All right, so Merc, first in the house, welcome on board, my friend. Thank you so much for tuning in. Levi, thank you for that. Skymaster, why aren't you doing a stream at the normal time? Levi, this might be my new normal time, actually. I'm off for now, but let's see what will happen in the next couple of weeks. In the next couple of weeks, this might be my normal time. It might be actually even a little earlier, but stay tuned for that. We'll see what happens in the next couple of weeks. If not, I'll go back to my regular scheduled time. And, you know, if it fits within my schedule to do these earlier streams, then why not? We'll do that. Merc says, what's up, Sky? Not much, Merc. Thank you so much for tuning in, my friend. Mexican Aviator, welcome on board, my friend. Welcome. NGL, I prefer the FENIX flight deck. Yeah, I'm going to take a look at right now. I just downloaded this livery. So I thought, you know what? I was looking for flights. And yeah, I mean, I saw the livery, and I mean, whatever. I just set it up for this flight. Carlito is in the house. Carlito, welcome on board. There's 9 people over on the vertical stream. Thank you guys so much. I do apologize if I'm not responding to your messages as well. I've got it set up kind of like 2 different streams. Normally I get 1 stream chat window, but for some reason now it's given me 2. So I do apologize, guys. Just be a little patient for that. If you are watching on the vertical stream and you are on a mobile device, just double tap the screen, guys, and that'll drop a like in there. We're trying to get 20 likes for today's video. And of course, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, hitting that bell to be notified of future streams, and you know, dropping a like in the video. We're going to try to get up to, let's say 1260 on the subs, guys. Can we get 11 subs today? Show your love. Damn Sky, I hear you're tired. You just woke up early. Yeah, I've been, I don't know. I've been drinking a lot of coffee, actually, guys. Yeah, maybe perhaps even fighting a cold. But it is the season for allergies, guys. And I do have this terrible allergy to grass, actually. And I go figure, I just got this allergy now. I've never been allergic to anything up until, I'd say maybe a few years ago. And just did some testing for that. And turns out that I've got an allergy to grass. And today, you know, yeah, the pollen is out. So that's probably making me weird right now. About flying around. Yeah, we're gonna check that out, guys. 16 people, holy smokes, in the vertical stream. That's amazing, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said, if you're watching on the vertical shorts here and you're scrolling through, you see the video, you've stopped now, and or you're in the India area and you're curious, or you're just happy that you're seeing a virtual flight being conducted in your home area. Yeah, just double tap that screen, drop a like. If you're watching on the horizontal, I welcome you as well. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. Okay, so without further ado, guys, we're going to jump in the aircraft. I am in GOI here. Freeware scenery. This is made available for Flight Sim 2020 or Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I just ported it over into Microsoft 2024, and look, guys, looks okay. It looks okay. So big shout out to the developers that have, provided this freeware scenery for us. So it's pretty cool that we're going to be able to check it out. And as you guys can see here, quite hazy again. We flew into, I can't remember the name of the city that we flew into the airport, but we flew in with zero visibility. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was the first time that I did an auto land on the simulator. Quite exciting and quite nerving too. Merck says, so sorry for not joining the stream in the flight yesterday. My sleep hit so hard. I went to sleep very early, hence I didn't even text. That's no problem, guys. That's no problem. I do appreciate you guys tuning in right now. And like I said, guys, if we can, subscribe if you haven't already, comment in the videos, start up a conversation, ask questions. Once we get airborne here and the autopilot on, I'll be totally tuned in. Fly Eagle A320 in the house, or 320. My reasons for Portrait Live. So any reasons? Yeah, so I'm doing two right now. There's two streams going on. I'm in vertical and horizontal, guys. If you don't like the vertical, just switch over to the horizontal. You can go over to my channel webpage, my channel page on YouTube, and it should show in there. You can scroll in between the two. The reason for the two is, it's just more exposure, just trying to get a wider audience. I if I can get both to work, why not? There's a lot of people that are just going through YouTube on their mobile devices. So this is an easier way for them, or for me, to get noticed, and for them to notice me. And so that's it. Okay. So just downloaded this livery. It's been a minute since I've been in the A320 and the FENIX. Now I'm going to do my own personal comparison, and we'll have a look. So here we are sitting at the gate here. I am on VATSIM. We're going to jump inside the aircraft. We're going to get it all powered up now, and we're going to get it started. So I'm going to go ahead and get the volumes turned up here. We're going to really crank up the volumes. I've got the GSX on as well. And here we are sitting inside. First things first. Actually, we'll come over to the electronic flight bag. I love this EFB a lot better than the FS Labs. But anyway, we'll have a look here. So I'm not rocking on the real time here, minus 558 minutes. Of course, it's nighttime now in India. I've set it to my local time here in Southern Ontario, Canada. We are at 10:33 a.m. I think it's Thursday today. Thursday the 3rd or the 4th. It's one of those days. Anyway, yeah, so that's why it's giving me this erroneous reading the error message here. But anyway, it'll still work out for me. Flight Sim Gaming in the house. Welcome on board, my friend. Welcome. So nice to see you. What's the secret for having a stable Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 experience? Yeah, so I've been on this now for almost getting close to a month, where I've been just exclusively streaming it. So I went into the, can't remember the name of the site. I can try to link it to you. Or if I remember now, I can just say it in the chat. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 recommended settings. I just Google searched that, and it gives different tier PCs. I mean, it's not going to be the exact same PC model that you have, but it's got close enough specs. And based on the type of system that you have, it gives you recommended settings. And I just went and followed all of those recommended settings, and it completely changed the way the sim looks. I never would have thought to put the settings that were recommended, and I thought I'd give it a first thing I did was I actually took pictures. I used my cell phone. I took pictures of the settings I had before, because if I didn't like anything, I would have just reverted back. But anyway, I did all the recommended settings that they said, and it works fine. It works fine. If you guys want to see my specific settings, once we get airborne here and get the autopilot on, I'll get it for you. Yeah, let me check for you right now. So MS 2024 recommended spec or recommended settings. Yeah, so it's right from the Microsoft Flight Simulator forums. That's where I got it. Microsoft Flight Simulator forums. So it's on their page. And yeah, you know, optimal settings for my CPU and close enough to my GPU. And it gave. That's what I did. Yeah, like I said, guys, if you want to see my personal settings, I'll open it up. I'll open it up once we get airborne. All right, so let's get everything started now and get the show on the road. So I've already got the flight plan now imported from the SimBrief into the electronic flight bag here. We're going to go up to the overhead panel. As you can see, it looks a lot more detailed than the FS Labs one. I really like this. So we're going to listen to the sounds as well, but we're going to get it started now, and I'm going to quickly go through the setup here, get everything started, and we'll get ready to push. So first things first, get the battery switch on, bat 1, bat 2 on. We'll wait here for a second. We've got the voltage now showing. We're going to go ahead and hit the external power. There we go, guys. We can listen to this. I'll crank up the sounds even further here. Yeah, nothing really spectacular, but here it is coming to life. There you go. We've got the fans on now. The feeds the X and the bleed. All right, so we're going to continue here. Up to the top left of the overhead here, let's align our IDEAs. 1, 2, 3. Of course, these 3 buttons are for our navigation. We'll get the ground control on, cruise supply oxygen. We'll come to the center of the overhead here, left. Center pumps right. These are our fuel pumps, guys. We'll come down, get the beacon switch on. We'll get the strobes in the auto. We'll get the seatbelt, no smoking, and arm emergency exit. I'm going to go ahead and fire up that APU right now. APU master switch on. We'll wait 3 seconds, and we'll go ahead and start that AP. Perfect. So that all gets turned on. It does work with the WinWing MCDU here. I do have it here beside me, and I will be using that to program. Of course, for you guys watching, I'll have it on the vertical MCDU, which is right here. Merck says cockpit of FENIX A320 looks more used, while the FS Labs version looks brand new. Exactly. Good observation. Blue Baron in the house, watching over on the vertical. Welcome on board. Name a plane for an edit. A320. Blue Baron, welcome to the channel. Guys, I know there's a whole bunch of you. There's 20 people watching on the vertical stream. Guys, please consider following the channel. subscribing. I do stream regularly. If you guys want to see the horizontal format, I am running that as well right now too. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I do appreciate you guys being here. All right, so first things first. Now, this is a little different than the FS Labs. As you can see, if we go into the AOC menu, you can see the way the MCDU is all set up. It's a little different. There are different ways to go around getting everything programmed within the FENIX. I personally think the FENIX is a little more user-friendly if you're just your average, you know, weekend simmer, or you just, you know, like your part-time simmer or casual simmer, whatever way you want to call it. If you want more system depth and you want something a little more closer to the real aircraft in terms of the system for the MCDU and getting it all programmed, then I'd recommend going into FS Labs for that. You know, maybe in a future update, FENIX is going to make it more in-depth. I don't know, but I mean, for everyday simming, this is more than adequate, and it's fluid and it's very easy to use. So we're going to actually go now into the init page, and we can go ahead and request our flight plan through here. So we're going to request it. I've hit the button here, and it should populate it now. Even though we're not on the real time, it should come out. And there it is, guys. No company route, but it does give me the from and to. Those are our codes between Goa and New Delhi. I'm going to go ahead and manually enter my flight number here. So I'm just getting the information off of SimBrief. We can go ahead and get it through the tablet as well. Here, I do like the integration in here as well. So this is all through SimBrief here, and I'm going to be using this data in here to you know, complete the setup of the MCDU. So AXB is our flight number today. That is the ICAO code for Express India. That's what we're operating today. Bravo, and we're flight number 1249, guys. If we take a look at the cost index for today's flight is 27. We're going to go ahead and get that entered in. Referring back to our papers here, so it's got different altitudes. It's got us up at 36, down to 35, down to 27, back up to 28. I'm just going to put the average here, or just initial altitude, flight level 360. So we're going to enter that into the MCDU. We've got a temperature at minus 37 up at that altitude. We're going to make sure that the IRS is on alignment here. That looks good. We can go ahead and confirm that. Perfect. And then we'll go back to the init page and next, because I want to get those 0 fuel weights. So all that loading is going to happen through the electronic flight bag here. We're going to go back out to the main page, ground, mass, and balance. Planned passengers for today's flight is 168, planned cargo 2,520, and our planned fuel, very important for the fuel, guys, we're taking 10,030 kilograms. Blue Baron, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I see you all over on the vertical stream. Thank you for that. Welcome, welcome. Artec Mix in the house. Welcome on board. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'm not sure why Nightbot. Yeah, sometimes Nightbot. Yeah, it's maybe a little bit too strict, but I'll keep an eye on that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and load the aircraft. We're gonna do it instantly here. We're not gonna use the GSX Pro, and there you go. You can see the animation. The weight dropped a little bit. You know, that just represents now that we've got a fully loaded airplane. The cool integration with this is that you can send it right to the MCDU or the MICDU. We're gonna hit that. We've got a green success bar, and there you go. It's automatically populated the information. Travis Charles, welcome on board, my friend. Safe travels and have a great flight. Enjoy your flight. Travis, thank you, my friend. Thank you, Travis. Thank you. Guys, don't forget to drop a like if you haven't so already. Perfect. Okay, so we're going now over to the flight plan page, and we're going to continue with getting it all set up. So you guys can have a visual here and take a look and see you know, the information that I'm using off of SimBrief to get everything programmed. And if you have any questions, you know, can ask in here. So as per SimBrief, our route, we're going to be expecting runway 26 via the EPCOS to a Bravo departure. So I'm going to go ahead and get that programmed in. Departure runway 26 via the EPCO to departure, and we'll go ahead and insert that. And then later on into New Delhi, we will be taking runway 09 via the Ukasu 6. Ukasu. So ILS 09, I like that. And we'll go all the way down to Ukasi. That looks good. And is there a transition? Go ahead and insert that. Perfect, guys. Perfect. All right. On the subs, guys. Let's go for 10 more. And we on the way up to India. All right. That looks good. We've got that all set in. We can now go over to the perf page, and we'll get our takeoff data in here. All right, so ICAO code, we are taking the ICAO code for Goa. That's where we're at right now. Runway 26 was selected through the SimBrief. It is dry outside and hazy. We're gonna take flap 1. Force toga. I am gonna force a toga just because I'm on the honeycomb Bravo throttles here, and I don't have the D10 set, so I'll just go all the way up with the throttles there. Anti-ice will be off. Packs will stay on. We'll go ahead and sync our load sheet now. We'll sync our weather as well, and we'll do the calculations here quickly, and then we'll get that imported over. V1 for today, 152, VR 154, V2 155. Got a transition altitude of 6,000 feet and a flap setting of 1/down 0.3. That all looks good. I'm going to go ahead and send that over to the MCDU. You can see the animation there. That, you know, green means it's been a successful send through. So here we go. We've got all of that in there. I'm going to go ahead and just verify our transition altitude of 6,000 feet. Everything else looks good. That looks good. We'll come back over to the flight plan page, and because we're on VATSIM now, I'm gonna make sure that we don't have, there's no controllers out here, there is no CTAF out here, it's just 22.8. So we'll get our standard squawk frequencies, and 228 is already programmed in, and then we'll be ready to push off the gate and get out of here. So we'll get the transponder in the on position. TARA, we'll make sure that I'm squawking mode C here. I am. We'll get the perf section set up for the first officer here, and just a few more things left to do. Let's get the weather briefing, get our altimeter setting, and we'll get out of here. So is there any, actually there isn't, and that's for Chennai and Delhi. Oh, there's no, oh, here it is down here. All right, so winds here at Goa, 240 at 5, I don't know, greater than 5,000 feet, I guess. Visibility, mist, few clouds at 1,000, scattered at 2,000, overcast at 8,000, temperature 27, dew point 26. That would account for the hazy conditions here. QNH 1006. So we're gonna get that tuned in here. 1006 times 2. And we're gonna just get it, we're gonna set our MCP all the way up to flight level 360. If there's any speed restrictions, which there are, I'm looking at the MCP now, you know, we'll go. All right, 23 people watching over in the vertical stream, but only 5 likes, guys. Double tap that screen if you're watching on your mobile device or on your tablet. and show your appreciation. Guys, we're almost ready to push and start here. And yeah, it'll be a, it's been a long time since we've been in the FENIX, so I'm excited for this. Here we are, having a look through the window here, or through the glass. Back inside the aircraft. Let's go back to the company message here quickly. Atsu. We'll go to the AOC menu here quickly. Receive the messages, and we'll verify our load sheet. We can go ahead and accept that. That all looks good. We can go now back inside the flight deck here. All right, so let's get GSX on board here, and we'll prepare for push and start. Excellent, guys. We're already at 12:51. Let's try to get 9 more subs in here. We'll try to end it at 12:60. I mean, my goal today would be up to 12:75. If there's a way we can get up to 1,275 subs today, holy smokes. That would be amazing. All right, we're ready for pushback. Gonna be ready to start. So just looking at the airport diagram here, 26 for departure, and it's to the right of us. So it'll be a push and start to the right, nose to the right. Missy Mike, welcome on board. My brother, I was gonna say my friend, my actual real life brother. Missy Mike, welcome. Hello, Skymaster in chat. He says, welcome on board, my friend, my brother.
Locking gear.
But yes, we're all brothers in here. Levi, what happened to Levi? All right, we'll take a look from the outside here. Here it is. Air India Express. Call sign Express India. So nose to the right, tail to the left. Feeling weird watching you in 4K. Really? I'm not streaming in 4K, but I mean, if your device has got it in 4K, then that's cool. All right, so we've got a warning here about the chocks. Now, how do I forgot how to get rid of the chocks. Ground services. Okay, before we disconnect, we'll make sure that the APU bleed is on. Very important here. Now we'll disconnect the GPU and the... Oh, what happened now? Okay. That took a minute for the... It should come back now. There it is. All right, that scared me. All right, parking brake released.
Commencing push. All engines clear.
And I've cranked up the sound, guys. Have a listen for yourself now compared to the other sounds. All right, very easy for the start. We've got the clearance for the start. We'll come down to the center pedestal. We'll make sure on the EFIS that our engine instruments are showing. Very easy, guys. Just put the engine mode selector switch to the start position, and all you got to toggle the engine start switch, and it happens automatically. You can take a look at the N2 now. In real life, of course, you'd be monitoring this. You'd actually set the timer to make sure that it turns on in the appropriate time. And of course, if there's any emergency that happens or anything that happens during this phase, you'll be ready to deploy the extinguishers and shut it down. All right, so N2 looks good. EGT is on the rise. N1 is spooling up as well. Yeah, somehow I can set the live stream and it feels very clean. Really, that's so cool. Hey, maybe YouTube is helping me out a little bit, with the way that it's working. Dog Awesome in the house, welcome on board. Is this VATSIM, he says? Yes, it is. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I know there's a lot of you in the vertical stream. I'm excited for that. Hopefully we'll get you guys to subscribe to the channel. And I do apologize if there's a slight delay on by the time I get to your messages. I am running this stream in 2 formats, horizontal and vertical. And, I've got 2 different chat windows open. But Dog Awesome 21, thank you so much for tuning in.
Please set parking brakes.
All right, parking brake is set. So we've got engine number 2 started. I couldn't really hear it in the cabin here. but it is on. We're going to go ahead and do the same with number 1. So I might have to play around now with the sound settings in here and get it all tuned in. Sounds okay. I know outside the side it sounds really good. Here she is. We'll watch that engine number 1 come to life. All right, 1252 on the subs, guys. Let's keep it going. We're trying to get 1260 for today's stream. 1260. It'll be a hazy departure out of Goa. Ah, thank you. There it is. There's the alert. Anthony 640 OG has just subscribed. Welcome on board. Mexican Aviator says the CFM start up way faster than the IAEs. Yeah, I think they're a little bit more powerful too, to be honest. Thank you so much for the subscription, my friend. Anthony 640, welcome on board. Guys, don't forget to double tap the thumbs up. There's the wave off from the ground personnel. So we can go ahead and wave at them too, that we've acknowledged. And I'm not sure why I'm still facing the airport here. But anyway, we'll commence our turn. Predictive wind shear, we'll get that on as well now. We'll come up to the overhead. APU now, APU bleed can come off. We've got power from the engines, you know, that are running the packs, the fans, and all that sort of good stuff. We'll get the taxi light on. We'll come down to the center panel here. Auto brake will set to max. We're configuring the aircraft for takeoff. Flaps position 1. We can go ahead and get the starter back to the normal position and the spoilers armed. We've got a flap setting of down 0.3. So we're going to get that set in the trim. That looks good. We'll go take a look at the engine instruments. That looked good. That looks good. And we'll do the takeoff config test. Perfect. Merck says, I had this idea where there would be an event in the server. Would you be interested in making a VATSIM flight events such as retro flight ops? Yes, absolutely. I'd be down for that. All right, so we've got the aircraft all configured now. Sounds lovely inside, and I gotta say just the texture quality, just amazing. Look at this. You can see the wear and tear. The sounds are really nice inside here too. You know, you've got the slats here extended. That looks good. Just incredible. We can come down. We'll take a look at inside the cabin in a bit. And FENIX is way up there for the interiors of the aircraft. If we come down here, yeah, this just looks gorgeous. You know, a little bit of dirt coming off the rivets here. And I mean, real life, guys, this looks, you know, you get on an airplane and I mean, you know, they're working machines. They look like they've been worked. So really, really nice. All right, so back inside the flight deck here. We'll take a look, and we're going to be doing a right turn for the taxi here. Cabin is ready. We're going to go ahead and release the parking brake here. We'll give it a little bit of power. And we are moving. Power to idle. We'll tap the brakes. Brake pressure's good, and we'll continue. GOI traffic, Express India 1249, taxiing runway 26 via apron Alpha, November 1, holding short. GOI traffic. Okay. Let's get back onto the taxi line here. We're going, and it does handle quite nicely. The rudder movement is a lot better than the FS slabs. All right, we'll give it a little bit of power here. I'm gonna go ahead and ping the flight attendants. It's a short taxi to the runway here. Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff. Thank you. Flight attendants have been informed. We are ready, guys. On that road to 1260. Let's go. Back in the FENIX A320. All right, 12:53. Whoop whoop. It's a 2-hour and 7-minute flight, guys. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. There we go. We've got another subscriber, Daniel. Welcome on board, Daniel. Thank you so much for your subscription. Welcome to the channel. All right, let me get back on this center line here. The rudders feel a lot better. I can't wait for Windwing to, release the tiller. I'm buying that like just right away, or at least I'll be on a waiting list for that. All right, we're at 12:54 on the subs. Excellent, guys. I do appreciate you guys tuning in. 24 people watching on the vertical stream. Shyamath in 4K, welcome on board. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button or double tap the screen to drop a like in the video. Okay, we're gonna hold short here before we take the runway. Cabin crew has been advised, and we'll get it all ready. I am on VATSIM. I'm gonna double check here on the radar to make sure that nobody is in the area here. No, it's just me. So I'm gonna take a runway. I'm gonna go ahead and get the lights turned on now. Get the runway lights, nose light on as well. And we'll get the strobes on. I'll do one final ping now. Those flight attendants better be seated, and we'll take the runway here. GOA traffic, Express India 1249, lining up runway 26, northbound departure. GOA traffic. All right, maintaining situational awareness here. Clear left, clear right. Let's verify those numbers. Runway 26 visually confirmed. And I do like the bouncing here. So very nice. It feels very, very nice now. It's been a hot minute since I've been in the A320 here in Phoenix, and pleasantly surprised at how good this aircraft really is. All right, we're gonna line up here. The runway is ours. I do like the animation there, tapping the brakes. Dylan Erickson in the house, welcome on board. What game is this? This is a Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Available for PC and Xbox One. Available on Game Pass too. Holy smokes, it sounds like an advert. Anyway, guys, if you're ready, I'm ready. Early, actually late morning here, Southern Ontario time in Canada. Virtually flying in India, real world flight. Let's get out of here on our way to New Delhi. Let's go, guys. So, throttle up to 50%. We're gonna watch those engines spool up here on our ECAM. They are spooling up nicely and relatively in sync. Gonna go ahead and hit that chrono, and let's go Toga, guys. Okay, Mantoga SRS, runway heading auto thrust blue, takeoff thrust is set, airspeed's alive. $100 knots, check. V1, rotate. Okay, V2, positive rate confirmed, gear coming up. We are out of here, guys. Beauty, look at that, like a bat out of hell. Take a look at the wing view here. Very, very nice. Very nice. All right, we'll jump back into the flight deck here. Make sure that the speed is good. Speed check's good. Flaps coming up. And we can go ahead and set the climb thrust. Climb thrust is set now. We'll pitch the nose forward and we'll start our turn here. Try to build that energy here. 250 knots below 10,000 feet. Continue with that climb. We'll do our after takeoff checks at 10,000 feet. Oh, it looks like we've got a little bit of rain. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and engage the autopilot here. Autopilot is on here. You can hear the rain. I don't think we've got the rain. Yeah, it's not modeled. Anyway, we'll break out of this above 10,000 feet. Merck says clean takeoff. It was. Let's listen to that rain. Dylan Erickson, no problem, my friend. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully you've subscribed to the channel as well. Listen to that rain. Beautiful. So flight time today, 2 hours and 7 minutes, 2 hours and 35 minutes, gate to gate. All right, monitoring the primary flight displays here. We're on our targeted airspeed, 250 knots. We've got the QNH now flashing. We're in the standard pressure region. We can go ahead and toggle that. ×2, that all looks good. We've got a speed restriction here, 7,000 feet. We're gonna level off here for a little bit. Jack Austin in the house. Welcome on board. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome. J.K. Austin. Thank you for that, my friend. So we're following the MCDU here. Got a speed restriction for 250 at flight level 070 here, so 7,000 feet. And we're going to stay here for a little bit because we are following the standard instrument departure. I could bypass it and start making my way up, but why not? We'll have a look and see how accurately the autopilot is doing its thing. Never had an issue with FENIX and navigation like the autopilot. It looks like now we're breaking away from the rain. And I guess this is as good a time as any to do the after takeoff checks. Let's get those landing lights off. Not needed now. Runway turn off lights. We will keep the fasten seatbelt sign on, but we'll continue with our checks here. Auto brake now is off. Flaps are up, and we can go ahead and disarm that spoiler. After takeoff checklist is complete. I'm done, but it's trash, says Baron. I'm done, edit. It's so bad. Really, Baron? I'm sure it's not that bad. All right, so after this point here on the navigational display, we should be able to climb up to... Got another restriction at 10,000. And more rain. So, I mean, ideally what I would like to do now, if this was real life, depending on how busy it was, I'd just ask the controller, you know, if I could go up higher. Sometimes the controller would actually just give you higher. All right, you guys listening to that rain? Let me plug in my tablet here. Perfect. Gurno Singh in the house. Welcome on board, my friend. I'm not talking good today, but welcome on board. Takeoff from Ahmedabad Airport, please. Yeah, we can do that for the next one. Stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification. We'll be doing some more India ops for sure, my friend. And, you know, we'll do a takeoff out of there. Aviator Kingdom in the house, welcome on board as well. Welcome to the stream. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hunter McLeod, Hunter, welcome on board. Hunter, I'm on the horizontal as well, so you can watch in there also. I've got the stream running on 2 modes, guys. Seems to be working good now. Well, at least today. I think I might have figured it out. So Guys, only 5 likes on the horizontal. Let's try to get 20 likes. And 20 likes on the vertical stream as well. Only 11 on the vertical. Double tap that screen. All right, we're at 12:57. Aviator Kingdom in the house on that road to 1260. Guys, I want to try to get up to 1275. All right, so we're still stuck here at 7,000. I'm gonna go ahead now and just we gotta get out of this rain. We gotta get out of this rain. So let's go. And hear those engines spooling up now, giving me the power required and needed to get out of this mess here. Nobody likes to sit in the rain, including the airplanes. Hunter says you don't have to tell me twice. Holy smokes. Mr. Hunter in the house for the late morning stream. And look at the climb performance on this, guys. First time using an Airbus for Air India. I'm loving it. Of course, we did another Air India flight, Air India Express, using the beautiful and wonderful Max. And that was quite good. But anyway, look at the climb performance here. 3,000 feet a minute. We're almost at 10,000 feet. Holy smokes. Holy macaroni. But still clouds. It's a good thing we're not flying into Goa, because it'd be a repeat of the last flight we did, the Autoland. Hopefully the weather in New Delhi is going to be better. There we are, breaking out through the clouds here, above 10,000 feet. Love it. Getting into more stable air. Let's go ahead and get that fasten seatbelt sign off now. Perfect. $12.57 on the subs, guys. Let's try to get up to 1260. Goal for today is 1275. 1275 on the subs. 20 likes in the horizontal. 20 likes in the vertical stream. Daniel, welcome on board. Alpha Beta in the house. Welcome as well. Bet we're there. We're on our way. We're on our way to New Delhi. Been airborne now for 9 minutes. Spent a good time on the ground. And here we are. Look at the beautiful scenery up ahead. This looks great, guys. It's fantabulous. Come back down on the wing. Look at the beautiful wing views. And notice anything about the wing, guys? Got some really, really nice wing flex happening. I mean, this aircraft shines. Beautiful airplane. We will do a cabin tour once we get up to altitude. Check this out, guys. Got a little rainbow down below. And let me tell you, Microsoft 2024, that's the kiss of approval from Skymaster 1. It's very, very nice. It's going good. Going really good. Take a look at this. Beautiful. Look at those stunning clouds. Guys, it's all for the show. Alpha Beta, do you have any faults when flying? I mean, I don't have it set up. You can set up the aircraft where, you know, after a certain amount of time, it'll give you a fault, like it's just a random fault. And then that obviously mimics closer to like real life, right? You know, sometimes things happen, hopefully nothing too catastrophic. Or you can actually simulate. So you can go into the systems, I think, and simulate it. The only problems that I've ever had in the sim is fuel. Like my fuel management, sometimes I'll enter the wrong fuel, or I thought I've refueled the aircraft when I actually didn't. And, you know, I'm on my way to somewhere and I ran out of gas. So, yeah, it is simulated. Do I simulate it? No. You know, typically when you're flying on VATSIM, the majority of my flying is on VATSIM. You don't want to simulate a you know, like an engine failure or anything, especially during an event. I hear it sometimes, you know, guys are trying to simulate an engine failure, you know, when there's a VATSIM event going on and it's quite busy, and it just adds to it. Artec Mix, welcome back, welcome. And it looks like we've got a little bit of turbulence here, a little bit of shaking the aircraft. We're going to go ahead and get that fasten seatbelt sign back on, and we'll make sure that our passengers are nice and seated. Look at it. Look at the movement. Look at the rocking and the rolling. This looks really, really good. Alpha Beta says, okay, thank you, no problem. Daniel says, cruising on my sim flight and watching you right now. I'm laughing my ass off, and that's always good. If you're on VATSIM, I'll track your flight. If you give me your flight number, or if you want it to be shown, we can go ahead and do that. Nice. It's really nice to be connecting with other pilots, virtual pilots, flight simmers, VAT simmers, Airbus enthusiasts, Airbus pilots. Just building that community, guys. I've got a big love my whole life for aviations ever since I was a little boy. Hunter says, I have an idea, maybe do a multi-leg flight. Yeah, absolutely, we can. Probably not today, but you know, yeah, we can. Maybe I'll come back tonight, and we'll do another one tonight. I don't know. Guys, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button, and of course subscribe. We're at 12:59 on the sub. Let's keep it going. Merck says my flight is VIR 87K on VATSIM. Roger. Once we get up to altitude here, we'll open it up. So as you can see, I've got the seatbelt sign on, and that's just to make sure that our passengers are all safe. We are experiencing a little bit of turbulence here. You can see it. We're rocking and rolling. Like literally, we're rocking and rolling. So, and yawing. Can't do doing it on X-Plane. Yeah, you can VATSIM on X-Plane though. It's been a minute since I've been on VATSIM, but not VATSIM. Sorry, X-Plane 12. But X-Plane is really, really good. We'll be eventually jumping back into that as well. Alpha Beta says, "Can you collide? Just curious. I'm not a doom monkey, lol." No, yes, you can. No, yes, that's a Canadian saying there. No, yes, in the same sentence. Yes and no. So if you have crash detection enabled, then you can crash into buildings, not on purpose, but let's just say you can bump into a building and it'll simulate it, like your airplane will be unflyable, or you can crash into another airplane if you have it enabled. If you are on VATSIM, it is highly recommended that you disable that, because sometimes if you're on a scenery that has a bump on the road, so to speak, if there's a bump on the taxiway or something and your tires go over it, it'll simulate it as a crash, and you'll have to restart your game. So have it disabled, guys. Have crash detection disabled. Inside Hub in the house, welcome on board. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hello, hello. 13 likes on the vertical stream, guys. Don't forget to double tap. And we're one more away from 1,260 subs, guys. Can we do it? Going up to flight level 360 on our way up to New Delhi. Real world flight operated by India Express. If you want the particulars for this flight or any other flight flying within India or any parts of the world, Flight Radar 24, free to use, or Flight Aware, you can take a look in there. Jambo 8303 in the house, welcome on board. Hello from Scotland, that's awesome. Well, a good hello to you from Canada. I am living in Canada, in southern Ontario, which is a province and I'm just west of Toronto. Toronto? I pronounce it Toronto. Welcome on board. Alpha Beta says, interesting. Yeah, no problem. I'm here to help. Guys, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. And of course, subscribe to the channel. Been doing a lot more flying. If you're interested in a route, an airliner, you know, or to and from destinations, let me know, and eventually I'll get around to showcasing your favorite areas of interest. Got a lot of flying to do, guys. A lot of virtual flying. Our Tech Mix is asking, what equipment are you using? Excellent question. Exclamation sim in the chat, and it'll bring it up. Let me see if I can bring it up for you. Oops. Exclamation sim, and that should bring up all the tech that I'm using. So right now I'm on the Honeycomb Alpha yoke. I've got the Bravo throttles. Like for this particular flight, I'm using the Thrustmaster side stick and the Boeing throttles. Passenger, this is your co-pilot speaking. We are encountering light turbulence. The fasten seatbelt sign will remain on. Thank you. Holy smokes. Thank you for that, Mr. Hunter. Maybe we get back into Air Canada or Canada Rouge and fly out of Toronto. Yeah, we can do that. All right, looks like the air's stabilizing now. We'll go ahead and turn off the fasten seatbelt sign. So the air is more stable is what I meant. Guys, we're one more away from 1260. Jumbo says, I have a pal whose status is in Prescott. Stays? Nice. That's awesome. That's cool. It's so cool, you know, connecting virtually with, you know, channel viewers and now channel subscribers from various parts of the world. You should fly out of my local aerodrome, Glasgow. Yeah, absolutely. I think I've done Glasgow flights before on some earlier streams, but yeah, we can definitely do that. Our Tech Mix says try Calcutta Airport. It's my home airport. Yeah, absolutely. There he is, the man, the myth, the absolute legend, Darren Allen in the house. Welcome on board. He's got the eye. He's got the eye. Means he's watching. Big hat salute to you, my friend. Thank you. Guys, and I am going between the two chats here. I do appreciate you guys flying along on the vertical stream here as well. That's awesome. Inside Hub is asking, have you tried the new RJ? I saw it. I actually saw it yesterday. And I saw it on Contrails for a very good discount. I think now for the July 4th weekend, it's down 20%. And I think now finally might be the time to pick it up. And then of course I'll have to go to your SimCFI's channel. He is a real world CRJ pilot and a local as in like we're in the same area. We reside in the same area. And I might have to get some pointers and some tips on getting that RJ started. But if you guys want to see it, I might be able to purchase it this weekend. It's not Calcutta, it's Calicut. Ah, okay. A tabletop runway. Yes, sorry about that. I am reading the chat off the smartphone here, and the font is quite small. Calicut, yeah, I think you were mentioning, or someone in the chat was mentioning about that airport. Yeah, if you guys are interested in some more India ups, I'd be more than happy to have a look. If there's other airlines, I know there was another airline, Akisa, or something like that. If you guys want to see some ops in that aircraft, I'll have a look. Jambo says, is that the FENIX A320 or the fly-by-wire A320? Excellent question. As it is saying on the title, it's a FENIX. This is the FENIX. I haven't been in this in a long time now. We actually were flying the FS Labs A321, the Neo and the CFM version. So yeah, I wanted to do a comparison before I get back into the Boeing, and I forgot how good the FENIX is. The FENIX airplane is really, really good. Sky, I'm thinking of getting a 360 to replace my old 1060. Is it worth replacing it? Well, yes. Yeah, the 1060 now, my friend, has seen better days, I guess. I mean, I don't know the condition of your card, but in order to stay relevant to, you know, the advancements being made with, you know, the GPUs, yeah, I think it's worth time for an upgrade. Now, I know there's budgets associated with it, guys. Even for me, when I go out and upgrade certain parts of the hardware here, I'm on a budget. I look for the deals. I wait sometimes and buy the components separately when they go on sale. And once I've got everything that I need or want, then once it's all acquired, of course, then I'll upgrade it at once. But yeah, 1060, 3060 is definitely better than the 1060. Hunter's saying is the CRJ is really good, and for 20% off, that's a really good deal. And Hunter's giving us a suggestion, maybe me, you, and here's some, see if I could do a group chat and talk about the CRJ. Sure, we can. There he is. The erratic sloth has made it to the building. Welcome on board, my friend. 4 sectors, 10 hours. Brain hurts, but Sky is streaming, so all is well. That's a big hat salute and a bow to you, my friend. Thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate you stopping back in, and much needed rest now. If you enjoy a pint or a beer, now's the time to crack open a cold one. Glad you made it, my friend. Thank you so much. Artec says, yeah, Akasa is a new airline introduced in India. Yeah, I saw it. I actually downloaded delivery, so I do have it now. I can't wait for the PMDG 737 to be available in Microsoft 2024, because there's still some more flying to be had. Flight of Bharat in the house. Welcome on board, my friend. Welcome. Stall, Akasa Airlines. Yeah, we're gonna do a flight in that probably within the next week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Flight of Bharat. Sorry, guys. Reading it off the phone here. 1260 on the sub, guys. Let's keep it going. Try to get 1275 here. We're still climbing up to our cruise altitude. Inside Hub says, yeah, your Sim CFI made me love that plane. Orbix Boris sound for the RJ is worth it. You're getting the plane. Yeah, I'm going to get it in sight. I'll probably pick it up this weekend. And I forgot about the Boris sounds, guys. I have the Boris sound pack for the PMDG 737. It's out of this world. Like, straight up. It's that good. SRN in the house. Welcome on board, my friend. SRN Sahan, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in and saying hello. Jambo says, are you flying on the VATSIM network or are you just solo flying? I'm on the VATSIM network, actually. But, you know, it's nighttime in real life in India now. And nobody's on, so I'm just doing my thing. I will open up the VATSIM radar map here once we get up to cruise altitude, and we can have a look where I'm at. Ed E in the house. Guys, don't forget, I am streaming on the horizontal as well. I do appreciate you guys watching on the vertical and chatting with me. If you're on that side, double tap the screen, drop a like. We're already at 14 likes. Try to get 20. But if you guys want to go and see the horizontal stream, you can sidestep and take a look at the horizontal as well. Eddie says, hey, Skymaster, happy weekend on the 4th. Absolutely, guys. For my American viewers and followers and subscribers, a very, very happy July 4th to you. Ooh, I just lost the sub. Come on, guys, we can do it. Delta Swiss in the house. Welcome on board. How many hours do you have on Microsoft? Thousands. I don't know. I follow the VATSIM hours. So I don't know. My VATSIM hours are like probably at 1,500 now. Delta Swiss, thank you so much for tuning in. Dog Demon is back. Welcome on board. I love you. You're playing a dog. There he is. Of course, he is a dog. So he will be saying the dog. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let's keep going on the subs here. Jacko Voodoo in the house. Welcome on board. Pereira. Bon dia, my friend. Welcome. Dog Demon. He's a dog, and he's here. Welcome. What's going on? Not much. We're doing another flight in India on our way northbound to New Delhi aboard the FENIX. It's been a minute. FENIX A320. I can't remember how good this aircraft is. Have a look and listen. Jacka Voodoo saying hi from Montreal. Good. Yeah, bonsoir. Thank you for tuning in. Damn, I only have 687. Keep going. You'll eventually accumulate it. Beautiful Air India Express liveries. I like the pattern here on the tail fin. Excellente, as they'd say. All right, back up in the flight deck here. Very, very like shallow climb up to cruise altitude here. Our performance is only 700 feet a minute. But if you take a look at the navigational display here, just a little over 20 nautical miles is the top of climb. We've actually been airborne now for almost 30 minutes, 29 and a half minutes coming up to that. And yeah, it's only a 2-hour flight, guys. 2-hour and 7-minute flight. We'll try to crank it up. We'll try to crank it up once we get up to cruise. Mifem Sharavan in the house. Welcome on board, my friend. Welcome. Of course, these names, guys, and these viewers are watching on the vertical stream. There are 2 different chats going, and yeah, so, you know, if you're watching from your mobile device, it might be easier for you on the vertical stream. What time is it in Canada right now? It's 11:32 a.m. 11:32 a.m. Where I'm at right now, I'm at Eastern Daylight time here in Southern Ontario. Mythium, welcome on board, my friend. Guys, don't forget to subscribe, to smash that thumbs up button, and of course to hit that bell to be notified of future stream. Is Delhi VFR or IFR? We can have a look. Let's have a look and see what the weather is right now in Delhi. Delhi looks like it's VFR for now. Yeah, just some haze, but it looks good. All right, guys, if you take a look at the message board here, company message, we'll come back over to the Mikadu here, and let's have a look at our message here. Atsu, of course, we're going to get a late penalty now because I'm not flying on real time, and it's going to tell me the amount of delay. So take a look at that. Yeah, so ADC for 881 minutes, company delay. Of course, because we're not flying on real time. So that's been acknowledged. We can go ahead back to the flight plan page here. CST Gaming in the house. Welcome on board, my friend. Good morning to you. Thank you, thank you. Yo, hope all is well. I hope you can make the expo next year. It was amazing. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I was actually stopped in yesterday, and I was saying, I was kind of jealous, but I did watch some of the content that you put out there. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to see some of the various venues through your channel. I do appreciate you for that, and thank you. Guys, don't forget to check out CST Gaming as well. He is a streamer as well. Check him out. He's got some great content too. Sharing the passion and love for flight simulation. But yeah, fingers crossed that I'll be there next year. Get to meet everybody. Dog Demon is back on the vertical. Thank you so much for tuning in. Mythim says thanks. You're welcome, my man. Wow, there's 25 of you over in the vertical stream, guys. Excellent. Let's keep it going. Try to get 1275 on the sub count here. Taking a look at the primary display. We've got the altimeter flashing. It just means now that we're almost ready to capture that assigned altitude that we put in, which is flight level 360. Just a little bit more. And actually, I know why my performance wasn't that good. It's because I never set it to the altitude. Like if I click it now, there, the little dot there, it would have expedited the climb. Anyway, we're right there. We'll make sure that we level off, and then we'll do a cabin tour. CST Gaming, attaboy. Yes, salute. Thank you for tuning in, my friend. Thank you, thank you. Hunter says, personally, I hate helicopters, but that's my opinion. I like helicopters. If I can get it set up, it's just getting my throttles and everything set up to operate the collective and the RPM and all that. Yeah, we could try it. I didn't like helicopters when I was younger, but now I like them. All right, we finally leveled off. It only took us 34 minutes, but here we are. So first things first, we're gonna make sure that all our instruments are in the green here and everything looks good, because we are gonna be leaving the virtual flight deck to do a cabin tour. So we'll take a look at the primary flight display. We're on our speed. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and crank that. And we're gonna go up a little bit, just so we can shave off a few minutes off our time here. So we've got it set at 0.81 Mach. That is eventually gonna reach that targeted airspeed. Take a look at the attitude indicator here, blue side up, brown side down. We are on the flight directors as depicted by this crosshairs here in the middle with a slight pitch up attitude. That all looks good. Take a look at the altitude tape here. Flight level 360 or 36,000 feet. VSI now is stable as well. Standard barrel, we're in the standard altimeter setting, 29902. We've even got the altitude in metric here, 10,973 meters above sea level. Take a look at the navigational display. Ground speed 458 knots. We've got a crosswind 093 at 47. True airspeed 473. Next point, Mabvi. If we take a look at the MICDU here, it's highlighted and we are on course. That all looks good. Everything is good. And now we're going to go ahead and leave the flight deck here and we'll do a cabin tour. Now this aircraft, guys, it's almost on par with the iFly. Just beautiful. Now you can hear the different sounds in here too, so just beautiful the way it's modeled. I mean, look at this. Just look. Guys, let's get 10 more subs for the interior of the cabin here. Look at this. We've even got circuit breakers for the various machines here. The coffee pot, the fridges, the storage. Very, very nice. Of course, this is the door you'd be entering. You're always greeted by a wonderful flight attendant here. Take a look at your ticket boarding pass to make sure that you're on the right aircraft. And yeah, they could even probably tell you where, you know, if your seats are on to the right or to the left. But look at the level of detail here, guys. Very, very nice. I mean, it would be nice to have the overheads, open, but it's not a big deal. It's not anything. Still very, very nicely detailed. Go all the way to the back here quickly. I saw some cool Halo setups at the expo, but not cheap. Yeah, I know. I've looked into them before too. They look quite cool though. Levi says, Skymaster, I just wanted to say, I have said my life with you being you, dude. Levi, thank you for that, my friend. I do appreciate you and your beautiful, kind words. Thank you, thank you. All right, we're back in the rear galley here. Of course, this is where all the magic happens. Magic as in the food is being stored and eventually served. And, you know, I've been on a lot of real-world flights, guys, and I don't think I've ever had a bad meal. All right, hold on. Gonna go back up to the flight deck. Mrs. Sky is... I don't know, just wants to say something, so stand by, guys. I'm right here. I'm right here. Check. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Oh, sorry. Levi says, I'm scared of helicopters. I prefer airplanes. Yeah. I mean, I have that feeling too, but they are cool. Helicopters are cool. Hunter says, can I get my meal to seat 10A? 10A, sure, we'll get it for you. Nico Williams in the house. Welcome on board. Can we do a lav tour? That's an excellent question. I don't know if we can open it up. I know on the iFly you can. Let's see if I can open it up. We'll go all the way in the back. I know there's a lavatory up in the front here, but we'll go all the way in the back. Merck says, can you check the Discord? Yeah, we'll open up that in a little bit as well. I don't think we can open up the doors. Yeah, they're not modeled. Whoa. So that's like right outside the lav here, guys. How's that for a wing view? So not modeled. Not modeled. That's still quite nice. All right, let's sit back in the captain chair here. I have control. And that looks good. Where did you get this livery, says Eddie. Excellent question. Flightsim.to, guys. If you're looking for a livery that you can't find on the normal, you know, installer or a livery manager that comes with the payware aircraft that you purchase, Flightsim.to has a lot, and for the most part they are accurate. Now, if you ever download a third-party livery and you go into your aircraft and your aircraft stops working, and before you call help desk like I did and try to get a fix, just erase the livery. Erase the livery and your airplane will work again. So it happened with me in the FS Labs. I downloaded a United livery that was not compatible. Did a little bit of back and forth with the developer or the help desk, you can say. And yeah, I had to send some files. And they're like, yeah, did you download this? I was like, yeah. Yeah, you gotta uninstall that. It's not compatible. I was like, oh, okay. And then the game works. Okay, Merc, I'll check out the Discord. Guys, if you haven't joined the Discord, exclamation Discord in the chat. Free to join. And, you know, you can look at all the pictures that we post in there. Try to get that to grow. Airplane pics. Here we go, guys. Let's open up the... Oh. Picture here. Here it is, guys. If you're watching on the horizontal, it'll display a little bit bigger. I've got it open on the vertical, too. You can have a look there as well. So here it is. Merc in the beautiful A340. Dogtown in the house. Welcome on board. Bro, nice plane. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in from the vertical side. I do appreciate it. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. Check out some future airplane flying. So well done, Merc, with the pictures. And we've got some more. Guys, if you want, just have a look at the VATSIM radar. The Discord. You can see there's a ton of pictures. Excellent pictures. Hunter says car pics. All right, guys, car pics now. All right, there's Hunter with the Cybertruck. Calls it a dumpster. I actually wanted to buy one of these. Mrs. Sky said absolutely not. I think it looks pretty cool. Shout out to the Cybertruck. Remind me not to go driving with Mr. Hunter. Guys, this isn't real life. This is a simulator. Although the Cybertruck is real, that's real life. As you can see, I was in one at a dealership, and Mrs. Sky said, nope, no Cybertruck. So airplane pics, yeah, you guys can have a look. Here's Merc rocking the A340, showing me love. Left Dubai. That's Diamando. Beautiful. We've looked through those. Skymaster, what aircraft do you think I'll be able to fly on Microsoft 2024 on Xbox? I think the A320, like the default aircraft, I think the A320 is not that bad. Nico Williams says, how do I landing 737? Very carefully. With practice. If you want to see, go ahead and check out some of my other videos. Of course, be subscribed to the channel, you know, to know the next time that I'm streaming. You know, eventually when I get back into a 737, you could follow along with me and I can coach you through the landing. If not, subscribe to my channel and go through and watch a previous video where I'm in the 737 and just watch how I perform the landing. And that'll give you the basics, and then, you know, depending on what controller you're using, it's just with practice. You'll have to do some practicing, but you'll get it. You'll eventually get it. Dog Demon is back. Welcome back, Dog Demon. All right. So if you take a look at the navigational display, I do like some of the differences here as opposed to the FS Labs. You know, we've got the halfway point depicted on the map here, so that looks good. A little over 80 nautical miles is our halfway point. All right, guys, give me a few minutes. I'm just going to go and grab some water. It is getting close to lunchtime here. Maybe I'll grab a quick snack too, but I'll be back in 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. I shall return, guys. Talk amongst yourselves. Check. All right, guys, here, I'm back. All right, what did I miss on the chat? Always do some troubleshooting before you contact support. Yeah. Always. Excellent. Let's have a look at the vertical stream. Eddie is back. It's going to be a hot weekend here in Ohio. Excelente. Yeah, we'll have to do a stream tomorrow as well, guys. All right, let's go ahead and jump over on the first officer side here. We'll get a perspective of the first officer side. Merck says, Sky, I pinged you on the Discord server for the VATSIM event we talked about earlier. Let me know if I should add anything else. Yeah, all right, I'll have a look at that after, and I do appreciate it. Thank you. Excellent, guys. Brawley in the house. Brawley, welcome on board. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm new. Thank you so much for tuning in and stumbling across the channel. How are you today? Guys, gals, if you're watching and too shy to talk, that's fine. I do appreciate you guys tuning in. Hopefully you'll subscribe to the channel. All right, let's go up on the map here. Yeah, a little over 60 nautical miles is the halfway point. Take a look at the outside of the aircraft. Beautiful livery. Flying high. Air India Express. There, back aboard. Well, I was going to open up the VATSIM radar map. We're gonna do a flight on VATSIM soon. What type would you like to do? Retro ops? Current flight. Oh, I'll do, just because I've got to. No, you know what? Let's do retro ops. There you go. I voted for that. VATSIM radar map. Let's have a look and see where I'm at. So here's my little airplane here, ABX 1249. Someone was asking about my hours. Got 1,457 hours on VATSIM. We're going all the way up to a VIDP. Oh, it looks like... Oh. Well, there's aircraft coming in, so that's pretty cool. We've got some storms in the area. Levi says, Skymaster, what aircraft including are included to fly free? There's a lot. You know, there's different tiered levels of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. You know, like your standard edition will give you so many standard airplanes. You know, the deluxe will give you more, professional will give you more, and like extra aircraft. But I think even with the basic, you get a 737 and an Airbus. Are they as good as payware aircraft? Nope. They are not. But yeah, you do get. Actually, Inibuilds has some airplanes in there now too, standard. And Inibuilds is good. Inibuilds is good. All right, so that's that. That is our VATSIM progress here, guys. We'll come back to that in a little bit. Oh, Merc. Yeah, okay, I'll check out your flight. Sorry about that. Sky, check my flight. VIR87K. Yeah, Roger. We'll do that. My apologies for that, my friend. Let's go. Search. It's VIR. 87K. There it is. Alright, so let's see if we can find it. There's the flight. Holy smokes. There he is. Merc in the A340, and you got the little icon there that is, I mean, it's depicting that he's in a bigger aircraft. You can always find out what aircraft someone is flying by hovering over it. Up on the top, it'll give you the information. It'll give you the aircraft registration, not call sign, the number, and then the aircraft description there. A340-600 series. There he is, going all the way from Dubai to, where's he head off to? Holy smokes, this is a long haul. What? Look at this. All the way to England. Wow, all the way to London Heathrow. Good luck on that. That's a trooper for you right there. Guys, we're only at 14 likes on the horizontal stream. Let's keep it going. Big congratulations on your journey, Merc. Safe travels, my friend. Safe travels. Right, so it looks like there's a lot of high cloud here, and a lot of haze. It'd be nice if we had the radar working on FENIX as well. I don't know, to be honest, I don't know if we're on real time or not. It just feels like we've been flying for a lot longer. No, stream is about right. Streaming now for 1 hour and 41 minutes. It just feels off. Maybe it's because I'm getting hungry now. And now you're not on real time. It would be midnight in India. Yeah, true that. Yes. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. I did mention it on the in the beginning. I'm not flying on real time, but in terms of the simulator runtime, so the simulator runtime like runs in real time. It's supposed to. So like if you're doing a real world flight in real time, whatever real time is in real life, it should mimic. It should imitate it in the simulator. If you have stutters, or if you have slow internet connection, it slows down the time. So that's what I meant. That's what I meant. But looking at the stream time, it's about right, because I did spend about 40 minutes before we took off. J Russ is back. Welcome back. Lol, see, get in the FENIX and you jump to 1260 subscribers. I know you're one of the reasons why I did the FENIX today. I was like, you know what? I got to do a comparison. I got to see how good the FENIX is, and I am pleasantly surprised. The FENIX is a very, very good airplane. You know, plus we've got the different variants in here too, right? We're on the A320. So J. Russ, thank you for the suggestion. And yeah, I mean, I'm aiming for 1275 on the subs for today. We want to try to get show our appreciation for the good old FENIX. Doing some virtual flying in India again. I'm having a fun time here. Fun time. Guys, if you take a look at the navigational display right up on the top here, we've got that top of descent line showing. So it's, I know it's far away, 240 nautical plus miles away, but it's in view. It's a psychological thing. You know, we've bumped up the Mach speed here a little bit and try to shave off a few minutes off our time. Here we go, 1261. Guys, continue your love and support for the beautiful FENIX aircraft. 1275 on the subs. Can you please repeat about the free Microsoft Flight Simulator? So Microsoft Flight Simulator itself is not free, but there is freeware sceneries and freeware aircraft that is made available. So, you know, developers, enthusiasts, you know, people that know a little bit of coding, you know, they devote some of their time, their spare time, and they bring out some excellent freeware stuff. So the website is called flightsim.to. flightsim.to. All you got to do is create a login for yourself. It's free to join. The login is there for your benefit. It whatever you download, it remembers what you download, so you don't, you know, re-download it twice. Or if there's an update available for the thing that you downloaded, it will tell you that you need to update it. So flightsim.to, guys, and I believe they have a section for X-Plane 12 as well. So if you're looking for any freeware scenery, guys, there's a lot of good freeware scenery out there. Try it, buy it. I mean, try it. And if you like the scenery that much, there's always a payware version that's 99% of the time better and more complete. Then you can go ahead and buy that as well. So my argument for this is, it depends how often I'm flying in a region. You know, some airports, as soon as they get dropped or as soon as they release, I'll buy it right away. You know, because I frequent that airport. If it's a scenery that I'll go to maybe once, twice, 3 times a month, then I'll wait until it goes on sale. And then if it's a place where I normally don't do my flying, and maybe occasionally we'll do an operation in that area, you know, once every 2 or 3 months, I'll get freeware scenery. So flightsim.to, guys. Levi, there's Levi now on the vertical format. Getting the Xbox Series soon. Nice. Looking forward to that. You're gonna love it. All right, we're 17 likes on the vertical here, guys. We're almost at 20. And 15 on the horizontal stream. Let's keep it going. We'll come over to the wing view. Let's chill here for a little bit, shall we? Beautiful flight towards New Delhi. All right, let's get 1265 on the subs then. 4 more. Which side do you guys prefer better? Do you like this view? Or do you like... Actually, I can step... We'll create a... come back a bit here. All right, jumping seats here. How about look at this window? Normally when I sit on a window seat, this is what I'm doing. I've got my head pressed up against the window there, looking out below, trying to figure out where we're at, making the calls, making the V1 calls. Mrs. Sky always looks at me like I'm not doing well. Skymaster, I make my own channel and become a streamer. Will you watch my streams and will you fly with me on multi? Absolutely, Levi. I'll be there. I'll promote you as well. Do it up. I'll be waiting. All right, you can see a lot of detail in here, even on the window. A little bit of dirt marks, a little dried up water droplets. But it does look really, really nice. Now you can see a little micro stutter there. So I mean, every time there's like a little stutter like that, a micro stutter, it actually, you know, it takes time away, right? I think Microsoft 2020 sometimes does that too. I did a flight, a virtual flight, and I followed a real life aircraft that was doing this exact same flight on Flight Radar 24, and by the end of the stream I was off by like 10 minutes. Now that's not only, you know, the micro stutters in my simulator and maybe the internet connections may be dropping a little bit, but I also did speed up the airplane, so not the compression time but the actual, you know, the speed, the Mach number. That might have played a role into it too. But anyway, total discrepancy was about 10 minutes. All right, back up in the flight deck here. And we've turned now. We're on a straight path. And that top of descent now is getting closer. Excellent, guys. Oops. Okay. I've got a lever asymmetric. It's not in place. So that's the hard part about not having the detents. Come on. Alright, that's set. Okay, now it's gone. Perfect. Alrighty, guys. Lex in the house. Lex, welcome on board. Lex Ty in the house. Oh, I thought I had 17 likes in the chat here. I guess not. Guys, don't forget to double tap the screen there to drop a like in the vertical stream. Excellent, guys. All right, just reading the chats there. All right, taking a look at the MCDU, 368 nautical miles remaining. And we can take a look at the navigational display. We do have the top of descent getting closer. All right, get these levers back in their position. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I'm just making sure that the stream is running good. Like I said, I did have the problem with it before. All right, so for our arrival into New Delhi here, let's have a look and see 09 for the arrival. So it looks like we'll be probably joining up for a downwind right base final. We'll have a look once we get a little closer. Alrighty. So I've been airborne now for 1 hour and 10 minutes. Total flight time is 2 hours and 7 minutes. So less than an hour left to go. Block time 2 hours and 35 minutes. Level at 36,000 feet here. We are covering a distance of 866 nautical miles today. We can do a quick math here, or you can just do math using a calculator. You take the total distance minus the remaining distance here, and it'll give you the distance flown already. So 2/3 done, looks like. Of course, when we get closer to that top of descent, we will be getting our approach page all filled out with the relevant information, and we'll try to get a nice landing into New Delhi. Actually, 09 is... You know what? I'm going to take runway 10. Yeah, I'm going to switch that up. Because runway 10's a bigger runway. Oops, no. Wait a second, what's going on here? ILS 10, and then it's via the so we switched it up a little bit here. All right, that should be good now. Skymaster, can you please answer my question? Sorry about that. What aircraft should I first? The A320neo or the Boeing 737? Levi, fly the A320neo, my man. KK in the house. KK Goplak Rishan. Welcome on board. Sorry if I mispronounced the name. I'm just looking at the name on a very small screen here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome on board. Guys, don't forget to drop a like. Don't forget to sub. I only say it like 30 times a stream, probably 30 times every half hour. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Guys, oh, look what happened to my likes. I lost a like on the vertical. Come on, guys. We're going to try to get 20 likes on the vertical. If you're watching on the horizontal, just go over to the vertical stream, drop a like, double tap, hit that thumbs up, come back to the horizontal. Yeah, it keeps changing. It was 17, then it went 14, then it went 13. I don't know if it's adding them all up. Anyway. So less than an hour left. Less than an hour. And then it's lunchtime for me. Beautiful livery. Airbus. Air India Express. Beautiful CFM engines. Very, very nice. All right, a little too noisy on the outside here. Take a look at the VATSIM radar. Ah, it's just me. Oh, there's one aircraft on the ground there. Anyhow, it should be okay. Be cool to do it in real time. I mean, it's nighttime now in India, so. All right, we're at 12:62, guys. 3 more if we get it at 12:65. Woohoo! That'd be so sweet. All right, we're at 15 likes now on the vertical. 15 and 15. Yeah, so if we look at the navigational display now, you can have, you can have a look. You know, the way the runway is oriented. You can always get an idea of the orientation of the runway just by looking at the compass rose, right? So you'll go into like the VOR mode here, or just showing the whole compass rose here, and then, you know, the runways at a certain latitude are all close to the magnetic heading. Yeah, so you can get the orientation of the runway that way. In our case now, we're taking runway 10, so it's, you know, it'll be facing this direction here. So we'll be coming around and then, you know, doing a right base, or we can go overhead and then come back around for a left, you know, left setup. Whatever the SID tells you, or whatever the vectors you get from the controller. So anyway, yeah, as depicted here, it looks like we're going to be coming in for a downwind, right base, right final. We'll get ourselves set up for the approach, and we'll come in. Ali says planes are scary. Pictures to say hi is so scary. It is sometimes. I know. There's a lot of people that just watch. That, you know, sometimes they're scared to talk, or they just don't want to talk. They're chilling. But I do appreciate you writing in the chat. And planes are scary, yeah. So are cars. But I do welcome you, Ali. Hopefully you've subscribed. All right. We'll shift our chair here. And how about this view? Get a nice view of the flight deck. Actually, this is a good view. It's a good view. And we can just come across You want to come back to the first off the captain's side here, and we can have a look through here. Purr says, getting out of the office. Have a good landing, friend. See you on the next stream. Purr, thank you so much for that. Thank you for tuning in. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, my friend. Have a great dinner. Adit is back. Yo, Adit, what's going on? Adit in the house. Welcome on board. Having my dinner and enjoying the stream. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you for tuning in, and I'm glad that you're enjoying it. Thank you. Yeah, I'm getting a little hungry myself right now. It is lunchtime here in Canada. Well, in the region of Canada where I'm at, it's 12:22, so it'll be a late lunch for me, but I'm gonna have a nice lunch. Mrs. Sky has bought some fresh baked bread from the local bakery, so I'm gonna make myself maybe a grilled cheese sandwich. All right, let's get our view all set up now. Less than 160 nautical miles for our descent, guys. We're gonna get it all tuned in soon. You know, the winds haven't been too bad, but they haven't worked in our favor either. Ground speed 470 knots. We've got call it a crosswind, a 074 at 34. So, been airborne now for 1 hour and 21 minutes. Total flight time just a little over 2 hours, 2 hours and 7 minutes. Things are going to start happening soon. Let's get ready to land. Skymaster, what should I fly for? Is Boeing or Airbus? Yeah, Levi, Boeing, my friend, Boeing. Order some chicken noodles and chicken Manchurian. You'll love it. Oh man, that sounds so good. I had Hakka boys last week. Hakka rice. Chicken Hakka. Gotta do the biryani. All right, 120 nautical miles, just a little over. Get ready to land. All right, guys, I'm going to just step away for 1 minute again. I shall return. Just going to do a quick stretch of the legs, and then we'll get ready for the landing. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. I'm back. And it says mutton biryani is heart. This fire is good. Awesome. I haven't had biryani in a long time. Chicken biryani. Good old, not samosa, but naan, the roti. All right, let's do another cabin tour, shall we? We're just going to walk to the back of the cabin. You guys can have a look at the beautiful inside of the FENIX in the custom Air India livery colors inside. I think this is the colors. Look at the modeling here, guys. The placards, everything is modeled. Very, very nice. The sounds are nice. Sounds incredible. All the way to the back. All the biryani is stored in the back here. Biryani, roti, chutneys. All right, back up to the top, just like that, in a flash. Back in the pilot chair. Ariane, welcome on board. This is cool. He says, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for chatting along with us as well. Excellent, guys. Don't forget to check me out on the vertical stream as well. I do appreciate you guys being here. Of course, if you like the content, subscribe and follow. I am streaming regularly in various parts of the world doing virtual flights. 16 on the likes, guys. We need 4 more for 20 likes. 20 likes. Sifar in the house. Welcome on board. Over on the vertical side, of course, guys, I am reading that chat as well. Wings and wheels in the house. I like that. Wings and wheels. Making me hungry for wings now. Welcome on board, my friend. Welcome, everybody. 1262 on the subs. We're looking for 3 more subs for today. Ended at 1265. That would be cool. I hope you don't roll biryani inside the naan like those other two. No. No. I haven't had it in a while. All right, so it is getting closer. Very nice aircraft, guys. I gotta say, FENIX. You know, it's been a minute since I've been in it. It's nice to do a comparison now because I was in the FS Labs for the week, which is definitely worth the pickup as well. But pleasantly surprised. All right, guys, we're at 1264. 1 more. Can we do it? We meet our daytime goals. 1 more. We need 5 more likes on the vertical and 4 more on, no, 3 more on the horizontal. And we'll do it. It'll be another successful stream. Of course, we got to get a nice landing in too. A nice buttery landing. Or as I like to call them, greasers. Gotta grease it on. That's more old school. To grease it. I actually like this view. This is beautiful. I mean, look at the size of the engine. It's just a big engine. Any plans of flying the Kingfisher A320? Yeah, you know what? I was thinking about that. Actually, I mentioned it in the previous stream. Yes. I got to see if I can find a livery and find out the route. They're still around, aren't they? Is Kingfisher still around? Or is it now? But yeah, we could do that for sure. Gaddit says, yo, hello to his friend. Sup, dude? Showing the love for each other. Brotherly love. Yeah, Levi, I read your message like 3 times, my friend. Can you please let me know which variant? Yeah. Skymaster, which Boeing 737 can I fly is included in the flight simulator? I think it's the MAX. Levi, it's the MAX variant by a Sobo. I don't know if it's any good or not. Kingfisher has stopped, right? Like, has it or hasn't it? I don't know. I think they're gone now, aren't they? Yeah, ceased operation in 2012. What about their beer? I've had Kingfisher beer before. I've had beer from all over the world before. But those days are gone now. The beer drinking days are over. All right, 16 likes on the vertical. Guys, one more away, 1265. I wanted 1275, but I'll settle for 1265. They sold their aircraft, says Safari. Yeah, they. But I mean, we could do a retro livery, right? Beer is going strong. Oh, really? Yeah. I liked it. Like I said, I've had beer from all over the world. I haven't had a beer in a long time now, and I'm pretty proud of myself for that. Just a life choice, guys. The hangovers just got a little too, like, I just got annoyed by the hangovers the older I got, and I just said, you know what, that's enough. So just a life choice. And yeah, but I've got fond memories of the beer drinking days. Kingfisher was good. I remember Kingfisher. I actually like the Mexican beer Modelo. Modelo, I think that's what it's called. It's been a while. Skymaster, where's my mega pint? Levi, as soon as I come to the UK, we're going out for a mega pint. I'll probably do something else. Skymaster, the Boeing 737 is the same basically as the 737-800, just been the engine. Yeah, the engines are a little different, and the displays. The the flight deck is a little more modern and refreshed. All right, so I just got a message on my MCDU here. Enter destination data. Perfect timing. We're gonna reread our METAR, our weather information for Delhi, and we'll get it programmed in. So Delhi is, here it is, Indira Gandhi International. Winds are 120 at 7. I'm going to write that down. Visibility is good. Haze scattered at 3,000. Few clouds at 3,500. CBs, cumulonimbus scattered 10,000. Temperature is 34 degrees Celsius. We're going to write that down. 2.25. QNH is 0999 or 0999. You can take a look here. You can take a look quickly, just skimming through it. Winds are going to start gusting. Visibility is going to drop. Light rain, thunderstorms and rain, and back up to haze again. So we'll try to get in before that happens. All right, now to the enter destination data. We'll hit the perf button. Next phase. Next, we've got the approach highlighted here, and we're just going to fill in the information here. So QNH was 0999 as we briefed. Temperature was 34 degrees Celsius. That's why it's important to write it down, guys. 120/07 for the winds. Transition altitude, I'm going to double check to make sure that is right. It's 5,000 feet. So we'll do FL 50, no, 050. That's good. And then our approach speed, you know what, we'll go 140. We'll go 1 knot faster. Perfect. If we take a look at our plate now, it is a different runway. We're going to take ILS 10. It's multiple plates. So we're going down to 2,600 feet to start our approach, and our decision height is 1140. Oops. 40 for the localizer. That's all set. Perfect. That all looks good. And we'll set the MCP for 2,600 feet. Once we get to this arrow here, we're going to just press the button and it'll activate our descent. Of course, we're going to have to get back on our assigned speed here, so the descent profile will, you know, will run as it should. Let him teach us how to auto land the A320. I've never done one. You guys want to see an auto land in this? Well, let's see what the visibility is going to be like. Levi, Mega Pint is coming, my friend. You guys want to see an auto land? I'm so tempted to hand fly it. It's been so long since I've hand flown this FENIX. I think she's a little squirrely. But let's see what the visibility's like. I mean, if it's not good, then I'll make the call. It is fun to watch an auto land, right? All right, put it this way: if we get one more sub, I'll do the auto land. Can't you auto land with the good visibility? Yeah, you can. Yeah. So it's very easy. I mean, it's probably easier in this one. I've never done it. What you're gonna have to do is verify that the information, I think the information is already set on both. So like typically what you would do is you would mirror the, you know, whatever inputs you've put in on both MCDUs here. But I think in this case it is. Let's go to the next phase. Yeah, so it's all set in. And then what you would do is arm both autopilots. So you have autopilot 1 and 2 on, get the LS on here too, and you should be able to auto land if the airport has auto land capability. So Cat 3 landing. I don't know if this airport has Cat 3. If it doesn't have Cat 3, you're not going to be able to. That's Category 3 landing. I don't see it actually. So it might not even have a Cat 3. Anyway, we're almost ready to start that descent. Italio in the house. Welcome on board, my friend. Welcome. Italio Gordillo, welcome. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in, checking out the stream. I do appreciate you guys. We're trying to get 1265 on the subs here. Maybe we'll get it before we hit that top of descent. On our way down into New Delhi, India, operating a real-world flight, Air India Express. Departed Goa a little over an hour ago, actually close to 2 hours ago, on our way into New Delhi. All right, here comes the top of descent here. I'm going to go back on my managed speed. You know, it'll take a few kilometers actually to slow down, a few miles, a few nautical miles if we're talking in terms of aviation. And we're going to go ahead and hit that top of descent. And as you can see, the VSI, the vertical speed indicator, now is trying to catch that little dot, which is our descent profile. It's asking me to deploy the spoilers or the speed brakes, which I've done so. You can see them coming up, spoiling the air over the top of the wing, disrupting the lift, creating more drag, of course, and helping us slow down. If it's a capital, so what? I guess Dubai doesn't have a Cat 3. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't. You know, the airport could be an international airport servicing multiple flights a day, and it won't have one. It depends if it does. It probably does. I just wanted to find the verification on the chart. I couldn't see it, so. Back inside the flight deck here. Now we're below our speed, so we're going to go ahead and retract the spoilers. Dude, it's a cat. Yeah, guys, don't get offended. I'm not saying it in a bad way. Not every airport has a Cat 3 landing. I just wanted to see the verification on the charts, and I can't see it. Yeah, it's not to be offensive. No offense, guys. Like, no disrespect. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not disrespecting you because the airport doesn't have a Cat 3, or if it does. I'm just saying I didn't see it. Okay, so you're saying it does? Okay, that's wonderful. I'm still not going to do it. I just, you know, if the visibility calls for it, then I'll do it. If not, I want to get a hand approach in, guys. So I'm not saying it in a bad way. Thank you for tuning in. All right, there you go. We hit 1265. Thank you, guys. I do appreciate you. I do appreciate it. Yeah, the auto lens, you know, I mean, it has to hit a criteria to execute an auto land anyway. Real pilots don't like the auto lands. Real pilots, number one, want to land. I mean, that's their job. That's what they train to do. That's what they love to do. And, you know, when my ass is in an airplane and I'm in command of the ship, am I going to trust the computer to land the airplane? In some cases, you will have to trust it. But if you ever watched a real Cat 3 landing or a zero visibility landing, there's a lot of them out on YouTube. They have been recorded. I mean, you can see the pilots. They're not sitting back, you know, reclined, waiting for the airplane to do its thing. They're making sure that the system is doing exactly what it has to do, and they've got their hands on the controls. So, I mean, it's a scary situation. I mean, if you're the commander of the ship, you know, do you trust the computer? I mean, you're going to have to, right? The computer is going to get the job done, but you'll be there just in case. You'll be there just again. Do Cat 3 landings happen all the time? I don't think so. I don't think so. There are airports where, you know, they might see more than others just because geographically where they're at. But I mean, we did one. We did one. You know, last week in India. Elevator 500. Thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No problem. I just want to clarify because, you know, like some, you know, maybe a viewer that's not chatting might have taken offense to it, but there's like I didn't mean any disrespect to anybody. Like I don't, and it's an airport. Holy smokes, Hunter! Hunter, thank you for that. Here's the hat salute. $5 donation from Mr. Hunter. Hunter, thank you, my boy. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. This is what I found on the internet. Yeah, you're probably not going to be able to put the link in. Nightbot won't let you link it. We know, man. We know. All right. Righty. Skymaster, I'm looking forward to trying the Boeing, and I'm looking forward to trying the Airbus A320 Neo, the one that is included in the flight simulator, says Levi. Levi, thank you for that. I know you're over on the vertical stream there. Yeah, Levi, I just read it, my man. I just read it. We've got both streams going here, both chats. So we'll have a look and see the visibility here when we get lower. But yeah, to do the auto land, enable both autopilots, make sure the auto throttle's on. I think you can enable the localizer as well. Runway currently Cat 3 Bravo 1129 and 11 right 2911. Oh, that might be it. So yeah, the runway that I'm using is 10. Runway 10. So I've actually pulled up the approach plates for those specific runways. So each runway has its own plate. They're called the plates. And they've got their own frequencies, their own elevations, their own slopes, their own category of landing, facilitated, all kinds of stuff is in there. So 11 right, maybe I should take 11 right, because we're getting awfully close now. $11 right? Question, do you only certain runways support? Yes. Scottman, which is better, Airbus A320 or 737? A320 I like slightly better. So I don't know, should we stay on 10? Because this is freeware scenery that I have. And I remember one of the runways had no, like it actually didn't have a runway. Was it in New Delhi or was it Chennai? I can't remember now. Maybe we should go 11 right. Your call, you're the PIC, I love it. Thank you, my man. I appreciate you. You know what, let's do 11. Let's do 11 right. The longest runway. All right, let's see. Has it changed? Oh, now I gotta go to direct. I think I messed it up now. See if I can get a point in here. Akban. All right, you know what? Let's just leave it like this. We'll leave it. If I need to go visual, I'll go visual. And if there is no runway, we'll come around and I'll set up for another runway. I'm gonna be using that first, says Levi. Nice. Let's have a look. Beautiful. We're coming in hot. $12.66, guys. Holy smokes. I love it. All right, back in the flight deck. We're going to go ahead and get the cabin crew ready already. We're going to get it all set up for the arrival. And, you know, it'll just take some of the workload off us. All right, so landing lights can come on. We'll get the nose light on as well. We'll get the fasten seatbelt sign. And we'll let the flight attendants know. Flight attendants, please prepare for landing. Thank you. And we'll go ahead and get the spoilers armed already. If we need to use the auto brake, we'll just rearm them. Not a problem. Is this the A320 CEO? Yeah, it's an A320. I don't know if it's the CEO. Actually, to be honest, I don't even know what CEO stands for. But it's the FENIX A320. All right, see, it's asking for more drag again. On the primary flight display here, you've got it. A little memo pops up. Vlastimil in the house. Welcome on board. Welcome. Reels Rebels. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I just see you now in the vertical stream there. Thank you for that. Sorry, I can't read that. I can't read the writing, but I do welcome you on board. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it is the CEO, not the Neo variant. Ah, okay, okay, there you go. All right, spoilers now. We can retract. All right, guys, so if I do apologize once we get a little lower if I don't read the chat. I will be focused on getting the aircraft ready for the arrival. I will go through the messages once we get parked through the gate. Parked to the gate. You guys can enjoy some of the beautiful views. In real life, I mean, when you get down to 10,000 feet, you're going to sterilize the flight deck anyway, meaning that you're only talking about what's relevant to the operation of the aircraft. So going through checklists, verifying, and making sure that everything is checked actually twice, you know. And like I said, guys, if you're new and just tuning in, I am streaming regularly. So if you want to catch me live again, you know, I am pretty much at least 4 times, 5 times a week. But if you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell, you will be notified of streams, regardless if it's a short notice stream or if I put it up hours in advance. You will get that notification, and you can jump in or ride along and you know, participate in the stream. All right, let's get the speed brake in here. You can see the speed already coming down. We'll rearm that spoiler. And if we take a look at the MCDU, got a lot of restrictions here. So the magenta asterisk 230 at flight level 134, and then if you continue down, you can see it. It's going to set us up on the downwind, and then once we lose a little bit more altitude, we'll turn that right base. We'll get ourselves set up for the ILS here. Hopefully the runway is there. Hopefully the runway is there. So the reason for that, guys, in real life, of course, the runways are there. They're being used. But I am using scenery that's made for Microsoft 2020. I've imported it into Microsoft 2024. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You know, like that thing on YouTube. Sometimes make a good, sometimes make a shit. I had to. I hope I don't get a copyright strike for that. Skymaster sterilize the cockpit. No chat until touchdown. Roger. There you go. That's it. Done. Okay, guys, sorry, I'm gonna just talk a little bit here now. There's a departing aircraft. Try to make a call there. We barely heard it, but that's fine. He's the only other aircraft in the area. Once he gets airborne, I'll make a call. Oh, okay, there you go, Merc. I didn't even know that. Okay, let's see how well the autopilot flies the, you know, the segments here, the legs. So we've got a turn here to set up for the downwind. Let's see if it'll execute it. It should. I mean, I think FENIX is right on top of their game for this. We are going to clap after the touchdown. I'll take it. I'll take the landing. All right, speed check good. We can give it a notch of flaps, but I'm gonna just wait until we bleed off some more of the air altitude here. We'll get a little lower, and then we'll connect. We'll connect the dots because at C110 it wants us at. Actually, it's not. Okay, VID. And okay, so 4,000 feet. Actually, you know what? We can do it right now. Let's join it. Insert. We'll give it a notch of flaps here. And let's ping the flight attendants here. I do love the ping sound. Go ahead and arm the approach as well here, guys. So here for the auto land. So you'd get all these turned on. All, like everything like this, you'll get turned on. Holy smokes, guys, let's keep it going. Let's try to get up to 1270. Okay, I've got it all set up for auto land. So we've got gear and flaps to go. Spoiler is armed. Of course, you'd be running through a checklist right now. You gotta make sure everything is on. So I've been airborne now for almost 2 hours. It's 7 more minutes as per SimBrief. I think we shaved off a few minutes here with our speed, like the fact that we sped up. All right, we're waiting to capture the localizer now. So we're waiting for this bar to start moving inward. Okay. Glide slope is alive. So quickly, guys, you guys want to see the auto land? Skymaster 2, excellent name there. I shake my head. You got to be a little more original than that. But anyway, welcome on board. Alright, still waiting for the localizer there. Oops. Keep that. We should start our turn now. That should come to life right now. Added says, hell yeah. Okay, okay. We'll keep the auto land on. We'll keep the auto land on. We'll see if it works. Alright, speed check good. Flaps 2. Ah, we might actually need the auto land. I mean, look, I can't see anything. Can I be a mod? No, you cannot be a mod. Not yet, not yet. We need a lot more subs for you to be a mod. All right, gear coming down, guys. Let's go ahead and get the gear down. We'll have a look on the outside. There she is. Oh, the animations are nice. There's a little sound associated too. A little hiss of the hydraulics. I like that. That is good. All right, speed check good. Flaps 3. And it's going to be one of those landings again now, guys, where there is no runway. Visible, I mean. The runway is there. Delhi Traffic Express India 1249 established. Runway 10 Delhi Traffic. Forgot to make the call. All right, we'll keep it flaps 3. Keep it flaps 3. Let's go flaps full. Make sure that the spoiler is armed. All right, so we do have a little bit of visibility, but we'll see how the autopilot lands it. Skymaster 2, I gotta go eat now. Okay, enjoy your lunch. Still don't see no runway, guys. But we're not at minimums yet. Yeah, it's an auto land now. I mean, I'd like to hand fly it, but we'll see. I mean, I did one in the Boeing. I might as well do one in the Airbus. Provided I see the runway. If I don't see the runway, we're not landing. We're going to go around and try to figure it out. Still don't see anything. Check. See what I mean? Like, if there was no visibility right now, Like as a pilot seeing this, it's like it looks so sketchy. I still don't see the runway. I think now it might be coming in. Yeah, I got it. All right. Runway in view. Oh, the barrel. Yes.
500.
Shit. I think everything was set. Oh, thank you for that. All right, so no hands, guys. No hands. No hands, no feet. No hands.
100.
No hands. Only thing I have to do is retard the throttle.
50. 40.
Too low.
30,
Terrain.
20. 10. 5.
All right, I have control. Reversers. Hold that center line. Decel. Reversers green. We're 100 knots. That was the autopilot, guys. That was the autopilot. Through 80. The reversers stowed. Manual braking. Not bad, guys. Not bad for an auto land. A barrel. Added. Thank you for that. Holy smokes. It's a good co-pilot there. All right, now autopilot is disconnected. And we'll do a right turn here. Actually, yeah, it's right turn. Autoland did that. Not bad for Autoland. I would have got a better landing rate, to be honest. But there you go. Eddie says, nice Autoland. That's the second one now that I've done. And the clapping. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Holy smokes. The barrel almost killed us. All right, flaps can come up now. Let's go ahead and retract that spoiler. Oh, it won't. That's still not down. We can go ahead and get the landing lights off. We'll keep the taxi light on, and we're gonna go ahead and start up that APU. 3, 2, 1. Get it start. Yes, strobes now can come to auto position. So, well. Oh, I know why. Because the spoilers, the reversers, we're still on. All right, now we should be able to. Oh, it automatically came up. Perfect. Delhi traffic, Express India 1249, clear runway 10 or 10. Delhi traffic. All right, now it'll be a left turn to the terminal here. Call it a stream, guys. Very successful stream. Arthur, thank you for that. Hell yeah, he says. Iron. Okay, you're the best, man. Lots of love and heart. Guys, thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed the Autoland there. Brought to you by FENIX A320. Guys, if you like the video and you haven't subscribed, come on, let's try to get 1270 on the subs. That would be amazing. And thank you for the clapping. We did it. We did it. There's a beautiful screenshot if you guys like. What's your longest record? I love it. I'll have to record it. That's real pilot talk, though. You know, if you're ever aboard an airplane and the pilot is talking, they're like that. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck. All right, I think we can. No, you know what? We'll take the next one. We are taxiing quite fast here. Less than 25 knots. 25 knots and less. I think it's okay. We'll do a left turn and get up to the... get off the runway and we'll get to the terminal. Arthur Nessersin, welcome on board. Thank you. Sorry if I mispronounced that. You finished the flight while I still have to wait 3 more hours. Incredible. A lot of endurance there. But yeah, I'm done. I'm going to go have a nice big lunch now. And that's it. There will be no stream tonight, guys. You know, we did this one. I'll be back. Maybe tomorrow I'll be back again doing some more early morning flying. All right, I think this is good. Clear, right, left. Let's make our way to the 8 here. I'm just gonna park ahead. Now this is freeware scenery as well, guys. FlightSim.to. It is made for Microsoft 2020. You know, there is no official compatibility with Microsoft 2024, but in more cases than not, they are compatible. They do work. You know, sometimes they won't be perfect, but they do work. So I'm gonna just take this gate straight ahead. If I can find the gate number here. There is no gate number. Anyway, we're gonna take this one. I can see the line here. APU is on. I'm gonna go ahead and get the taxi light off now. I will get the AP feed on. We'll try to make it well here. Usually I get ground handlers and marshalers, but you mean tiller? Yeah. I asked my brother the same question. He had solid 13 seconds. Nice. Oh, look at how far off I'm at now. That's that's my fault for reading the chat here. All right, so this is not going to look pretty, but we'll get as best we can here set up. Oh, we're going to come up. We'll come up on the... Oh, we're in the domestic terminal. Oops. Let's see if I can straighten. Oh. All right, you know what? I'm gonna leave it like this. We're not lined up right, but let's do close enough here. Like that. Okay, we'll get the parking brake on, and we'll make sure that the APU bleed is on. It is. That's good. Let's shut her down, guys. Number 2, number 1, engine off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome to Delhi. Rudder, yeah, I need the tiller. We'll do that for the operator. Comes the jet bridge. And let's go ahead and request the deboarding as well. And deboarding, we'll jump inside the aircraft here. We'll get the seatbelt sign now off. And commence deboarding. Deboard. There you go, guys. We'll just leave it parked like this. Welcome to Domestic Terminal 2. Well, I mean, it was a domestic flight, so. What I meant was, how do they manage to maintain these center lines so accurately? I always end up on the grass. Well, I mean, in real life, you know, they've got it under control. They're using the rudder pedals. They do use the rudder pedals. Yeah, I mean, you know, a little bit of practice, they keep it on. On the simulator, it's a little differently. You know, sometimes, depending on the developer, they'll have their own custom set of sensitivities, you know, for a wide variety of joysticks. You know, in some cases they work, sometimes they don't. You'll have to find your own. You'll have to find your own, especially specific to the type of hardware that you're using. All right, so it wants us to open up the doors here. We'll get the GPU in place, guys. And that's it. Here come the doors. And the baggage is getting off. All right, guys. Arthur says, hopefully see you, my friend. Godspeed and be safe. Thank you so much for my friend Arthur. Hopefully you've subscribed to the channel as well. All right. Thank you so much, guys. It was a short notice stream. I was testing to see if the OBS worked, and it did. I'm happy about that. I think I figured it out. I really, really appreciate you guys riding along. For the new subscribers, thank you. For all the channel chatting and all the likes, guys, thank you. I appreciate it. Big shout out to Mr. Hunter for the $5 donation. Hunter, thank you so much, my friend. I do appreciate it. And the best, of course, all my channel members, guys. Without you, you guys help me buy the add-ons for the aircraft so I can show it to you guys. So big shout out to my channel members. VF90, thank you so much for your continued support. Destro Dom, thank you. Ninja Terriers, thank you. Levi, always a pleasure, and thank you to you as well. Your Sim CFI, thank you for your continued support. Hunter McLeod, thank you as well. Darren Allen, I know you always step in and give your support. Thank you for that as well, guys. Thank you so much. Let me go ahead and switch over the frequencies here. We'll get off the VATSIM. We'll disconnect, and that's it. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your day wherever you may live. Have a good rest of the morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are. Thank you so much. And always remember, be good, be kind, and stay safe. And I'll see you guys all again real soon. Thank you, and so long. See ya. Good day, guys. Good day.